Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back with the new tournament, the upgraded tournament, not to be confused with the one that was uploaded earlier today. 2 uploads today, this being the second one, obviously. So we got some good stuff. New match in the new tournament. No results. The results will not start until next Monday because, well, the tournament just started. But yes, this is for people who like the idea of characters and such being upgraded to playable characters. That's what this whole purpose of this tournament is. So we had 48 characters, and they're going to go through a tournament style. You guys know the rules by now. Well, if you don't worry. I got some rules for you to follow. Well, everybody has to follow these. Alright, so maybe one of the most important rules for this tournament. This is for open-minded people. People that are willing to think there is at least a possibility, however big that possibility you think might happen or might be, there's a possibility that we could get an upgraded character. So that's the whole point of this tournament. Just keep an open mind about this. And if you don't like that stuff, I guess this isn't the tournament for you then. So what are you doing here? Bye. But rule number 2, you only get 1 single vote per person. Let's keep it fair that way, alright? Yeah, simple. Rule number 3, only 1 vote per person. Or no, wait, did I just say that? I don't remember my own rule. Rule number 3 is supposed to be, how do you vote? That is simple. Down in the comments, you type the name of the character you are voting for. Just type it down in the comments. That's how you vote. You can give reasons if you really want to. That's fine too. But yes, you can vote for both by simply typing the word both. That's how you vote for both characters. Simple. Rest of the rules. Double elimination tournament, so a character will have to lose 2 times overall before being eliminated. Then once we get to the results, if there's a tie, we flip a coin on camera. Fairest way to break a tie. And each matchup, voting-wise, lasts for just 1 week, so 7 days. Episode gets uploaded, you will have 7 days to get your vote in. If you don't get it in within that time frame, the vote doesn't count. Simple. Alright, to the rest of the video. Alright, let's get to the matchup today. So, today's matchup, we have Ashley from the WarioWare series, or the Wario franchise in general, we'll say. The assist trophy. Yep, I think that's what more people might recognize her from. Maybe the Mii costume, but yes, Ashley, and her opponent happens to be one of the newer DLC spirits. Not really DLC. One of the newer spirits that came in post-launch. Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil series. So, where do we start? I think, is Leon's up first, I think? Yeah, Leon. Even though it should have been Ashley. I don't know why Leon's up first. But anyway, Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil, Capcom. Capcom's a company that works very well with Nintendo. So, odds are, if you had to make a list of third-party companies that were to maybe get a new rep in Super Smash Bros. For Fighter Pass 2, I think Capcom has to be on that list. And if we're going specifically by upgrades, maybe Resident Evil should be in that no, not should. They would be in that conversation, I truly believe. Just because, I mean, Resident Evil is arguably Capcom's biggest, most well-known franchise. And when we got the spirits, I think it was back in November, if I'm not mistaken, we got Leon, we got Jill, we got Wesker, and we got Chris. So, Leon, well, he's in this tournament along with Jill Valentine because those are the 2 that people asked for, so, okay. So Leon, very popular in the Resident Evil universe. One of the most liked characters from that universe, which I think if Resident Evil gets a character going forward, it would have to be definitely one of the top, most popular, most recognizable characters. And Leon's always been the star of like the even-numbered Resident Evils. 2, 4, which was one of the greatest games of all time. A lot of people agree on that. Some people say it kind of derailed the Resident Evil franchise and kind of took it in a weird direction, which I could say, it did something completely different, alright? But still really fun game. But then that was 4, and then Resident Evil 6 as well. And there's been a rumor for quite a few months that Resident Evil 8 might be in development. So if they continue along that pattern, and they continue with all these character design reworks, Leon would probably be in 8, again, if they're going by patterns, and he might have a brand new brand new look. So there you go. You could upgrade him, but he has a brand new look, so you could bring his own upgraded, his newer version for himself for his spirit. If they continue, all DLC characters continue to get spirits as well. So they got some really awesome stages. Well, I couldn't think of that, but they have awesome stages. They would have some really cool, pretty kind of cool, creepy-esque, you know, Resident Evil type music, which we don't have a ton of that, or really not a lot like that in Smash Bros. So that's already something a little bit different. And then moveset is always very easy. Yes, Resident Evil has realistic weapons. Sure, they're probably going to be in the moveset somewhere. Yeah, there's no arguing that. But there's more than just a handgun, shotgun. There's more than that. If you dig into the Resident Evil game, and this is where I take a lot of my inspiration from, Resident Evil 4, which, again, started as a exclusive on the GameCube, but let's not go into that part, alright? But from Resident Evil 4 moveset, you got all sorts of grenades. You could have a flash grenade, which would be kind of interesting. You could have an instant grenade, chuck it down in a little pool of fire, kind of is created, and if your opponent happens to be caught in it, they'll take a little burn effect after damage for a little bit. Then they got regular frag grenades, but Snake already has grenades, so let's either focus on the instant grenades or the flash grenades. I think would be very fun. He does have grenade launchers. He's got a mine dart. Let's see. First aid sprays or herbs, which kind of heal yourself, would always be a fun little callback to the character and just Resident Evil in general. He's got a grappling hook that he ends up using for an up special recovery. He does suplexes, roundhouse kicks, so if he's going to do that, he's going to have some punches, maybe some kicks involved in there. So you got a wide array of, you know, potential. Could you imagine Kirby with that hair for a second? Kirby with the Leon hair, that'd be funny. But yeah, he's got a wide array of moveset at his potential, so I think there's some really good, well, potential for the character. If we're going to talk about upgraded characters, again, here's the Spirit. By the way, the Spirit fight was so well done. You play as, well, whoever you choose, but Fox is representing, I guess, Leon to a degree, and in Resident Evil 4, you go into a village and you have to fight off villagers, which is what you do. You have your Fox, who's representing Leon, but then you have 9 villagers, and you have to defeat all the villagers. It was just such a cool touch, and I thought it was so well done. So, you know, hats off to, I didn't do it, but hats off to the Spirit fight. That was so well done. But yeah, if Resident Evil somehow does get a rep, Leon is definitely my -- choice. And then probably Nemesis might be number 2, if I'm going to be honest, because that would be a whole different monster in his own right for playable status. But we're specifically talking about upgrades here, so definitely has to be considered, I'd have to say. But what about his opponent? Here's a character over the past few Smash Bros. Installments that has really been kind of gaining more and more supporters, and that's Ashley, the Assist Trophy. Now, WarioWare is... a lot of people would agree, and I brought this up before, and, well, in the comments, there's people that agree on it, so I guess the statement's kind of true. But there's definitely people that agree that Wario, the franchise in general, does deserve a second rep. I'm in there too. I've played like one game in the Wario universe, so I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I would agree that Wario, you know, he's had multiple installments across multiple generations, and it's kind of like, yeah, alright, here's a Nintendo first-party IP, easy to put in, right? Nintendo gets a little bit more of the moolah, you know, for the sales and everything. They don't have to split it with a third-party company, so there's always that benefit. And speaking of like assist trophy characters such as Ashley, they already have their character model. They already have potential, like some assist trophies do have hitboxes because you can KO them. Ashley, I'm pretty sure, does not have that, but animations, maybe running speed for specific assist trophies. But there's already the base framework, the base, you know, model, the base to work off of to kind of upgrade into Smash Bros. So it helps development time as well. Kind of, you know, just you're a little bit farther along than you would be if you're like, all right, character from scratch, let's go. Or hey, we got this, and we can already start using this and just keep building on it from there. So, development-wise, from a developer standpoint, makes a lot of sense, right? I would have to think so. And it could happen. She would have a fun moveset. Some people have kind of said her playstyle would maybe be a little like Rosalina, because she's got her little friend, the Red is like a little devil, and you could utilize him in the moveset, but it's not like, I don't know if you're really controlling him a little bit, or if it's more just kind of like you use him a little bit here and there for maybe an up air, maybe a down air, maybe a spike, because like Red's got the little pitchfork, he kind of jabs it downward, so you got that potentially. But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't overuse Red by any means. Ashley's all about them spells and casting magic and all that stuff, so you're gonna have a lot of that, which is always cool. More magic users, you know, if people out there are like, hey, no more swords, let's get some more of whatever this type of character, more of this sort of play style. Ashley kind of helps fit that to a degree. Plus, she's, like I was kind of stating at the beginning a little bit with Ashley, she's always been like talked about, and she's always kind of been wanted, and that's kind of just been growing and growing over the past few installments for Smash Bros. So maybe if Nintendo sat down and said, all right, we're gonna make this a fan demand fighter pass, and it's the characters that people want, even if they happen to already be in the game in some capacity, you know, assist trophy, spirits, Mikasa, whatever it might be, we're willing to say upgrade them into a playable character. Ashley, easy would be in that conversation. She, like I was just saying, she's always been in the discussion, especially Smash Ultimate. She was highly regarded as one of the favorites, we'll say, to get into Smash Bros. Excuse me, before it was revealed that she was yet again in that glass capsule, that prison of the assist trophies. What if Smash Bros. Made a kind of a spin-off game, but it's assist trophy characters are playable? You know, and then just remove assist trophies as an item altogether. So, that'd be kind of a fun idea, right? Just make all these assist trophies, or just put all these assist trophies into playable characters. That's the whole point. But for this one, good stuff. I like both characters, but I think I definitely have to go with Leon Kennedy in this case. Again, I will agree all day. Ashley or Wario Universe deserves a second rep, but I'm going to go with Leon over Ashley in this one. So let me know who you guys got down in the comments. Leon, Ashley, or both. They're all good options. Anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sneak peek for tomorrow is right here on screen. So tomorrow's matchup from this tournament is going to be Black Knight from the Fire Emblem series, the assist trophy, that guy. Also has a really cool Mii costume, just saying. Plus he's a villain. But his opponent, Dixie Kong from the Donkey Kong Country series, Donkey Kong series. I think that could be a really good matchup, so, or maybe not, because it's Fire Emblem, so LOL Fire Emblem, no thanks. Anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.